Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another episode of Paradise Killer. Where we last left off was we basically talked to some folks. We got Lydia on our side now for friendship maximum. We do have a new clue from her, which we found her tire tracks at the side of the mountain, which we can bring up to her. I forgot who else we spoke to. I think we spoke to Sammy, got his clue. We spoke to a few other folks, I think, and got some clues and some more, I think. Yeah, we just got a few things we can talk about, or talk to. I think, if anything, I want to look for Doom Jazz to talk about the third seal, and also some other stuff that I found out about. From the murder of Grace Bloodlines is another one. Maybe talk to Crimson Acid, because we are close to finishing off her friendship. But, I believe it was Yuri, I think? Or who was it? There was someone who told me that, like, hey, you know, like, Crimson's the one I don't trust, and that she might have killed KHX because of other reasons. Wait, why is there another dead body? Oh no, that's the councils. My bad. I keep mixing up the councils and stuff for what they do. Alright, we need to go around here, I believe, to get to Crimson Acid. There we are. So let's talk to Crimson Acid and finishing up her friendship, hopefully. And then hopefully we'll get some other clues for other things. So hang on. Got time for a chat, Crimson? You still read much? Like, do you still read much, lady? Not a lot to read in the Idlelands.
Good work.
Let me give you this. One of the citizens we brought onto the island was carrying a few volumes of it. It's a new favorite. Enrapturing manga. Obtained. Negoshi's helicopter? A humble designer dreams about flying a helicopter through the city. Looks good. Does he achieve his goal? He needs to read it to. You need to read it to find out. What did you miss most of in the exile? Yeah, I'd be probably honest. Good whiskey. Hard to forget the taste of Sam's drink.
Thank you.
Hard to say goodbye to Sam's blends, right? Sure would have helped take the edge off 3 million days up there. A lot of good times on the old islands. Immortality was a fun thing to experiment with. Endless possibility. People started settling down though. It didn't end because you got exiled. Is this about me getting married? Hardly. All of a sudden it got boring in one way or another. Montserrat started cracking the whip about building better islands. Akiko got a stick up her ass. Doom Jazz only knows so many tricks. I'm glad you got married and found happiness, but you left me behind.
Sorry.
I didn't realize. I thought we were just fooling around.
Don't be coy.
Oh! So they were in a relationship before. I didn't know that. That's new information. And also, I don't remember Lady Love Dies mentioning a marriage. That's a first in my mind for some reason. I don't know. I don't remember who she married to though. Who Lady Love Dies marries to. I enjoyed it, but I wanted it to last longer. I mean, since I don't have a marriage anymore, I guess we can do it. It's been an aeon, but we can pick up where we left off, if only once before this island ends. Don't be a tease, lady. I'm not teasing. Just one more time. No, just a one-time thing, right? I'm solving the mass murder of a council after being in exile. I'm not in a place to make long-term life decisions.
Good.
Works for me. Oh wait, we actually are doing it? Doing something? I missed you, Crimson. I missed you too, lady. Remember, this was a one-time thing. We keep it business now. We'll see what happens on the next island. And that's an increased. And that's an achievement.
Relic obtained.
Philosophy of Idol, achievement unlocked. So we maxed out Crimson Acid's relationship. So yeah, it's about 6-7 hangouts before we get to this point. So I mean, we did spend a lot of time with Lydia and Crimson, so I put some dedications into getting those two fully finished in their hangout. Enrapturing manga I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to read it properly. I used to read it like manga. Like I used to say manga, but now it's like, now that I'm studying Japanese, it's like manga. Like I feel like it still gets the point across. It's just my brain never seems to settle on what's the right way of pronouncing it in English and Japanese. There's two ways of pronunciation, because my head reads it as like the English reader, and then my head's like, do I want to read it in the Japanese reader way? Manga. I don't know. Anyways, Crimson's favorite manga, Negoshi's Helicopters. It's the story of a mild-mannered designer that dreamed of a flying helicopter through the city. Okay. Alright, case files. We got two things here now. Yuri's alibi. Did you see Yuri last night? Yuri handles Lydia on the last night of an island. You should speak to her. Okay, so that's not new information.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Yuri's got some things to say about you. I bet he does. He isn't my biggest fan. He says you want to be a soldier again. Says you want to be in the marshals.
Who knows?
How do you two start talking about that?
The investigator is here.
Asking about motives. And he thinks that's enough to be my motive? That I'd kill the council just to try to get back to be a marshal? Akiko confirmed that you've been asking about becoming a marshal.
Secrets are dangerous.
That's not what I'm asking. I'll admit that I miss the old days of fighting and have asked Akiko about becoming a recruit.
Who knows?
What I'm asking is if you think that's enough to be a motive to commit the biggest crime in Syndicate history. Yeah, I doubt it, because I don't think it doesn't make any sense, and it's not the approval of the council, but the approval of Akiko to let Crimson Acid join the marshals again, I think, because Akiko's the one who's in control, not the councils in terms of the marshals people. It sounds tenuous to me. I'm glad you said that. I was dreading the snakes getting to you. It's no secret I want out of a life forced on me. I would love to be a soldier again.
Me.
It has to be done the right way, though, not through mass murder. Yeah, so I wouldn't doubt that against her, honestly. Yeah, I don't have any more Starlight stuff that I can buy from her. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. Alright, cool. One night stand, and and a sort of confirmation of how she feels about the motive thing from Yuri. And that was all. Alright. Honestly, I kind of knew that I wouldn't believe Yuri's motive run. Like, I feel like he would do that just to throw me off. Again, I still think Yuri's the bad guy, the big bad, like one of the big bad guys. Alright, let's get to Akiko, actually. I want to talk to Akiko, hang out with her, obviously, but also try to see what she has to say about what we found in the barracks, because we did go to the barracks. We did go to the barracks, and we got some clues. We got everything we needed to kind of understand what's going on with the whole thing. So we just need to get to her and talk to her about that, and also talk to Henry, because apparently there's some stuff that we found about Henry that seems to contradict what he saw or what he remembers. So that's also a big thing as well. This time I'm gonna switch it up, and then actually, where are we at here? I might try to like, I'm trying to like see if I can get a good thumbnail for the thing, but it's like, it's ever so difficult because of how it's placed, I guess. I guess this is a good way of getting the thumbnail. I want to make sure that I make as much thumbnail as I can from the space. Like, as much thumbnails as I can for different sceneries, because I always make random sceneries and stuff, so I'm like, I need to make sure those thumbnails, because I don't have a lot of unique thumbnails now, because all the characters have been spoken to at least once, and I've taken pictures at least with most of the characters in them. Yet, I also have a bunch of other things I still need to be worried about. I'm also curious, is there more to this island? I don't think there's any collectibles left. I'm pretty sure I took them all, but I still wonder if there's like hidden investigation secrets that are left behind somewhere around here. Like, there's no way there's not a single secret left to find here. I don't know, I feel like there's like probably one secret left in here that's like really secretive and you can't find it through your scanning and stuff. But that's probably just my thoughts of like being suspicious and stuff. Alright, let me see over here. Is there anything over here? If not, then I'll just talk to Henry first. I want to talk to Henry first and then Akiko. Because I think Akiko might benefit, or it might benefit me more if I get Akiko to speak out after the fact. And not so much as during it. After I speak with Henry, because I think his stuff would be easier said when I already got most of the clues out of the way, I guess. Alright, let's talk to Henry first, yeah. Sorry, I'm just walking in circles here. There we go. Henry first, and then Akiko.
Henry Division.
Henry Division. Alright, hang out. Let's talk, Henry.
What a fucking surprise!
What the is up with the slaughter ritual? Citizens don't get to go to the next island, so a ritual takes place where the citizens are sacrificed to the gods. The temple becomes awash with blood, and the psychic energy of the deaths is directed to the god by the high priestess.
What?
Don't you think it's really effed up? Maybe, I guess? I don't know. It's a really difficult thing, but I'll agree. I do agree a little bit. It's the worst part of this whole thing. Perfect 25 should end it. No more Dead Island.
Whatever you fucking say.
What a big load of kidnapped citizens, though, right? Sounds like real perfect.
Whatever you fucking say.
Whatever. Okay. I don't think he would offer anything new anyways. Your alibi. Oh, the barracks. Immediately, we got the barracks as a clue. Did you go through the barracks last night? Why are you asking? The only statue of New Knight is in the barracks. Well, I guess I did then. Good investigating. You nailed it.
What fucking ever.
Any effing idea how that happened? What everyone is saying about what you did last night might be wrong. Some excitement, finally. Okay, I guess. Did you see Yuri last night?
What fucking ever.
Who the f is that? Forbidden Tome. Oh yeah, I found the book from his safe. I found a Forbidden Tome about demonology in your apartment. What are you doing with it?
I'm shocked.
Stunned. Are you for real? Is this one big effing joke? What do you think? What do you think what I was doing with it? Propping up for a fable? Propping up a table? I was doing some effing demonology.
Sure.
Who gave it to you? A stranger. We went through this already.
Got it.
Is this where your memory fails you? Don't get cute. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Not much clues or things, but some confirmations, I say. Some good confirmations. Some good confirmations for sure. Hang on. Got a minute, Akiko?
You're hot.
You're going to die. Humor me.
The investigator is here.
Why do you hate me so much, Akiko? I thought you were an investigation freak. It's not that hard to figure out. Let's challenge her. I really am curious. What's your problem? Is this a soldier versus civvy thing?
I'm a soldier.
Case file completed. You've solved the mystery. Why does it have to be like this? Way of the world. We exist in different planes. We see different things. I work so that you may sleep at night. You trot about without a care in the world. Honorable, I guess? Service requires no thanks.
You're hot.
What a good lapdog you are.
Turfa.
You're done here. We're done here. Goodbye, Nano Rosito. Okay, so nothing new there. No probing, of course, because the probing is on the even numbers mostly. So I think we're on number 4 or 5 for Akiko, I think. What did you see Yuri? Did you see Yuri last night?
Pull up.
You're making me mad, Nenorosito. Who cares what his alibi is? The murderer is in this cage. Removed prisoners. Yeah, because that's the one thing we saw in the barracks. What happened with the prisoners you removed from the barracks prison? It's classified, Nenorosito.
Crime cannot hide.
I disagree. Why were they removed? Investigator. They were being processed about the slaughter before the slaughter ritual. We don't just open the prison gates and let them wander over the temple.
Sure.
They were removed before the slaughter ritual. What happened to them? They were processed and then returned to their cells. The log don't show them being returned. You don't have access to the full martial network, so you can't prove that. You also don't get to question how I run my army. Okay, so that means that she's also... May your night be bright, and may you reach the moon. So she's lying again, and I hate that. I don't care if the marshals have it one way and somebody else has it a different way, because they don't get to decide that. Marshals can't just randomly decide, oh yeah, we got a mystery behind us that we can ambiguously say and stuff. It bothers me the most that they are doing that. Alrighty, let's head back. Let's see if we can talk to Dr. Doomjazz. I think Dr. Doomjazz has a lot more points now at this point to talk about. There's a lot of things to talk about at this point. So we'll make our way there by foot as usual. I mean, I want to do fast travel, but again, saving it for anything crazy like purchasing of something or purchasing of something or like getting something to be paid off. I don't know. I don't really know how much more there is to the blood crystal stuff, but I'm just worried that it just takes more time just to get to that point of like anything. While we're also here, we'll probably talk to Lydia first before we go to Dr. Doomjazz. I mean, they're not that far apart. Or it doesn't take that long to get to that point, I guess. I'll walk through here, I guess. Yeah, let me scan things out. I just got spooked thinking, like, did I miss something here? There's a heart over there, some hearts over there. Yeah, there's nothing much here. Okay. Alright. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything like crazy. Alrighty. Let's go over here and talk with Lydia, and then we'll see what happens then. And then we'll make our way to Doomjazz after this, because I think Doomjazz might have some good stuff that we need to kind of figure out for the sort of like clues we've got, the evidence we've got. But I want to get rid of the tire track clue, because we found the tire tracks, but I want to know what she wants to say about that. What are your tire tracks doing up on the cliff overlooking the obelisks?
What are you talking about, LD?
They hold the secret to the second holy seal, and I found tire tracks putting you there.
I'm glad you're back, LD.
LD, I go all over the island. It's a nice view there. So you didn't go there to access the obelisks? Nope. You know, I'm not gonna read that right now, because I already know what's gonna be. It's like basically may you stay safe kind of feeling. No. What I'm trying to say is, like, I feel like these characters just keep constantly lying to me, and I'm not sure anymore nowadays. It's not getting any better. It's just getting more and more worse for me, because I'm like, are we sure these people aren't lying to me now? Because they've all felt like they've been lying to me for so long now that I'm just like they all feel like they're lying to me, and now I'm to a point where I'm like, I'm suspicious of everyone and anyone at this point. Is there anything more to them that will not become ridiculous now? So that I can stop being like a suspect to whatever, or that they can stop being a suspect to whatever they're saying. I mean, okay, let's hop down. Nope. Alright, let's head off to Dr. Doom Jazz anyways. More talking clues, more hangouts as always. But also because I have evidence for him to kind of examine and then have him help us figure out some stuff. Which is gonna be a hassle because I need to like reach up to a certain point. I also need to talk to Yuri again. Probably for hangouts, but probably also for other things as well that might be available. But I'd rather get to Doom Jazz first before anyone else, because I feel like he's gonna help us unlock some stuff. We also checked Yuri's phone records, so we can probably be able to figure things out, hopefully. We'll see. We will see. Alright. Boop. Wait, this is not where I wanted to be. I took the wrong elevator. I thought this was going down. Nothing there. Some stuff over there. So I'm just examining what we got around here so we can just like not try to think about jumping down to the wrong places again. This one. This is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, this is the elevator we were looking for. Because it's at the edge of the thing, so we can just do whatever. I'm also curious if talking to the god over in that area will make a difference. Like, I don't think they have any hangout stuff going on, but they might have new clues that I might have missed. That they might be holding on to for a while now, and I just need to get back to them. Dr. Doom Jazz, hangout. Got a second talk? Wonderful to see you again.
I'm glad to be back.
You're the only one that doesn't call me the investigation freak. It's nice to call people. It's nice to call people names, isn't it? The name was given to you derogatorily. You may have lived up to it, but you should be careful of the labels you stick to. Jesus, the lines are written so weirdly for me, or maybe my brain is not to the point where I can read properly anymore. You may have lived up to it, but you should be careful of the labels you let stick to you. Perceptive, yeah. Depends on your perspective. How do you mean? Other people can see something about us we can't ourselves. Even if that opinion comes from a place of nastiness.
That's not nice.
On the other hand, it's easy to accept what others tell you about yourself. It's a fine line. You always go in with for the real talk nowadays. Got something else you want to talk about? I don't know. Things just feel pretty heavy around here. You're not the one tasked with saving paradise. I'm not the right person for the job. You are though.
I'm glad to be back.
You're forgiving and forgetting my past. Ah, whatever. We all make mistakes. Never been the type to bind people to the history. People change. I'm impressed, Doc. You didn't proposition me this time.
It's been wonderful to see you again.
I assume you're going to stop by again at some point before this is all over. We'll see. Alright, relationship done. Okay. Still got a lot more to that. Yuri, I don't think he has much anyways. Did you see Yuri last night? Yuri Knight last night. I didn't see him last night. I'm afraid love dies. Okay. Mass murder. Photo. What do you know about a photo taken of Grace's throat during your examination? I took photos, but they were confiscated by Akiko, classified or whatever. I found one on Marshall's server. Can I get your opinion on it? The bruising on the throat looks odd. That's because the fingers that did it aren't uniform. In normal strangulation, bruising you can see areas of pressure from the fingertips and knuckles.
I see.
The pressure on these is misaligned. This is normally because the attacker is wearing jewelry. Specifically, in this case, a ring on their wedding ring finger.
Got it.
What about power armor? No, the gauntlets on the Marshall's power armor are gloves with armor plates on the top of the hands. Who wears a wedding ring? Or wore a wedding ring? This was 10 years ago. Okay. So we need to find somebody with a wedding ring. I do think it's Yuri Knight. The reason why is because he has a blue ornate ring, and he doesn't wear it anymore. But this ornate ring could be a wedding ring. But why would Yuri choke out Grace Bloodline, though? Yeah, why would Yuri choke out Grace? If it's not him, though, it could be Montserrat, too. Because Montserrat did have a bunch of rings on his fingers, I think. I think it was Montserrat with the most rings. I forget that there's him, too. And not only that, he's already gone, so he's not wearing... We don't see him wearing a ring anymore, too, so... Yeah, it could be Montserrat, or it could be Yuri. But why would Yuri do the dirty job at all to begin with if he does come across that way? And then if not him, then why did Montserrat do it? Did Montserrat know the secret behind Grace Bloodline, like her back history, her backstory? I guess maybe it could be the case of that. Okay, we got 5 minutes. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Did you give Sam blood? Yes, I did. He has a rare condition. You might have noticed he has no flesh and his skeleton is bright red. The council approved letting him have citizen blood, that is, led in the temple. He developed this condition a few sequences ago. I suspect his body is starting to give out. Okay. So that's his excuse. Or that's... May the cosmos be a mystery? And may you reach the moon. I'm sorry if I read Sam's... Or the Dr. Doomjazz's voice weirdly. If you think that way. Or if you think so, I don't know. I feel like it's always weird. Wait, why does it... I didn't investigate this space? I didn't know that. Medical textbook. This looks long, detailed, and boring. Power tools. Looks like Doomjazz does his own maintenance on his arms, despite that being made by Masahiro Heavy Industries. Wine. Doomjazz always gets the best bottles. If you do spend the night with him, you at least get a nice glass of wine out of it. Several, really. Photo of Akiko. A photo of Akiko, Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Oh. Does that inform the fact that he has a love interest in Akiko? Does Doomjazz hold a candle for Akiko?
Got it.
Always thought he was the love. Always thought he was the love them and leave him type. Interesting. So he has some sort of thing about him and Akiko. Yeah, there's nothing up here, I don't think. Alright, let's talk to him again. Maybe this time about the Akiko finding this time instead. Yeah, I want to see what he thinks about the Akiko finding that we just did. Though no hangout, so. What's with the photo of Akiko in your boat?
The island is about to end.
None of your business, investigator.
What?
But I said none of your business. Leave it. Okay. He looks pretty angry for seeing me ask about it, I guess. How is it none of my business, though? It's a business because it feels like he might be suspect about... Because Akiko's been lying to me a lot. So, I mean, obviously he might be lying to me as well. And it's pissing me off that these people are lying to me all the freaking time almost at this point. That I'm like, I don't know who's telling the truth and who's not. Sheesh. Back here again just to see if we can get any new points to ask this guy, the god here. Also curious, is there any secrets around here? I don't think so, but... Translation, I said leave me. Oh, okay, so there was not much anyways. Okay, so it seems like that guy's already pissed anyways, the way he is. Anything new on this particular side of the island? Yeah, there's no collectibles or anything. There's no collectibles from there. Interestingly enough, as always. So maybe we might need to talk to Akiko about that photo that Dr. Doomjazz keeps of her. Maybe. It is kind of strange that he has it and he's not trying to explain it at all. Maybe they did it once, and then he's stuck to loving her a lot, I guess. Or maybe we need to raise his friendship level or his relationship level with us in order to kind of get the opening of him trying to say, hey, like, okay, here, I'll explain to you why I have the photo of her there. Or something like that. Alright, cool. Yeah, that still doesn't explain the bodies being here at the same time. It just bothers me like that's the case. Alright, let's talk to Yuri before we end this episode, I guess. Probably increase his friendship level, I guess, for the time being. Alright. Let's go and do this again. Here we go, hang out. Got time to chat, Yuri? What do you want, freak? What kind of music do you listen to, Yuri? Good. A proper addressed question. Why do you want to know? I want to get to know you. Have you been drinking, freak? Any interests? Do you have any interests?
Pathetic.
I do enjoy some music. Classical. Music that improves your mind. Studies show that the impact of listening to classical music only lasts for 10 minutes. They aren't any long-term effects. Really? I never knew that.
Don't make me laugh.
Quite. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. Okay. That was short and sweet. Your alibi, your phone. I've scanned your phone. You can have it back now.
Freak.
Believe me now, freak. My job isn't to believe. I need proof. And now you have proof.
The truth is revealed.
There's a 10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a hole.
Oh.
Lydia told me she lost contact with you last night during this 10-minute window. She tried to contact you while she was waiting at the Paradise Gates, just before the murder.
Huh?
And... I'm gonna suspect him this
Why?
time. Were you in the council building? You didn't want to be contacted.
Nonsense.
Of course not.
You've got nothing on me.
The reality folding drive might have disrupted the communications. At the end of the island, the folding drive does a final burst to power both islands during the transition. The radiation sometimes causes localized areas of communication and electrical interference.
That's weird.
That seems convenient.
Nonsense.
What do you want me to say? I mean, we kind of wanted your excuse behind it, or reasoning. May you see it through a million eyes, and may you reach the moon. Alright, cool. Got some evidence off of that, so that's what he thinks, and that's what he says, so I have nothing more to say. Yeah, let's say with that. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in another episode of Nothing Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to one watching this. Next episode, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's go ahead and, pick up on where this part is at. I'm thinking about going to One Last Kiss next, because I think she's been left out for a while. She is the farthest away from everyone else, in a weird way, so I'll have to talk to her at least soon. So One Last Kiss would be definitely one person I want to go to. Maybe that's Shinji. There was a Shinji that I saw on the top of the cliffs I want to try to get to. What else was there? Maybe talk to Sammy again, see what he has, like what new things he can talk about. Talk to Akiko. I think at this point we can go back and do the hangout with Akiko and see what she thinks about the photo that Dr. Doomjazz had on his yacht. Probably come back to Yuri Knight and Dr. Doomjazz as always as well. Yeah, because essentially I just need to get myself to figure out the last few remaining things. Who wears or used to wear a wedding ring? Can I look at a... Oh, and I need to go to Carmelina. Oh, okay, okay. I'm guessing we also need to look at the helmet idea on the second seal. Maybe we can find some clues on that. I think that's why there's a potential leads there. Witness wanted Crimson Acid to steal... Oh, we could also talk to Witness as well. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about Witness all this time. Well, we're getting a lot of good stuff, though, nonetheless. Yeah, we're getting some good, interesting stuff so far. Ruined access 2 days ago. Folding reality drive. Okay, whatever. Excuses as always. Yeah, yeah, like there's not much left to look through, but it's enough to kind of get through to the point where we're kind of getting closer and closer to finishing out our talking points to everyone. I'm thinking when the question is when will I actually start the trial against anybody? I'm thinking my trial starting will be when I get most of the characters done, I think. I'm going to try to get most of the characters done for the hangout points. And then see what they have. And then if there's nothing more to it, then I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm probably going to ignore Yuri's full relationship run. I'm hoping to probably soon go try find out a way to get to the... what was it called? Matsuhiro. Yeah, I want to get to Matsuhiro's industry thing. I want to go into that factory to see what kind of clues were left behind in there, because I think that's where most, like, there's some clues in there that's interesting to find. But otherwise, I think that's mostly it. Like, at least clear out the list of the potential leads and stuff like that, clear out those stuff, and then also try to figure out other things that might be around, and then by the time we hit maybe, like, 5 episodes from now, maybe, I'm going to give myself 5 episodes before we start saying, okay, let's go to the trial and actually start claiming whoever it is the one who murdered the council and stuff like that. Because right now there's a lot of mystery and there's a lot of things to still investigate, but I don't know who potentially did what and what person is doing it. Like, what kind of motive did the person have? How did they do it? Why did they do it, of course, as the motive. And what was the process like for them? How? Why? And when? That's a big one as well. I think when is also a big one, because I think a lot of people were like alibying about certain time periods, and then we had to figure that out. But anyways, other than that, that's it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Roz out.